Today, I'll be fact-checking claims that Canada is lawless. It's from a video interview of a Canadian that lived in Singapore for 26 years.
Do you go to Canada often?
Nope.
No? Why not?
Canada is lawless right now.
That's completely false. Canada has laws, and courts routinely jail people for breaking those laws. But let's hear his reasons. Maybe I shouldn't interpret things literally.
And in Canada, it's a revolving door. Two guys, I think, had over 400 arrests in Vancouver.
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone has been arrested that many times. Similar claims have been debunked. When the Conservative Party leader claimed that people were arrested 100 times, and that people were arrested 150 times a year, no major media found any evidence to support those claims. Now Dr. Tracy says that people have been arrested 400 times.
And it's a revolving door. They're being eaten to support their drug habit. So they legalized, I don't know if you realize, in Vancouver, they legalized all drugs: fentanyl, cocaine, heroin.
Another false claim. None of the drugs he named are legal. It was never legal to buy, sell, or transport them. What happened instead? For a short period of time, people with small amounts of certain drugs wouldn't face criminal charges or arrest just for having them or using them. Instead, they were offered information on health and social support, as well as local treatment and recovery services. And that was in a small part of Canada. By the way, Singapore also started helping pure drug abusers. If people only abuse drugs and have not committed other offences, they are channeled to receive treatment and do not get a criminal record.
And these are people who cannot take care of themselves. And when you're a taxpayer in those countries and you're supporting their habit and they're not capable of performing a livelihood, I'm sorry, I would stop paying my taxes. I would start a movement of even 2 or 3% of 40 million people and saying, I'm not paying my taxes while this rubbish is going on. You're not doing this on my dollar.
Now we know, in both Canada and Singapore, his tax money will pay for drug abuse treatment. Should he stop paying taxes to Singapore? I hope not. I'm going to stop fact-checking here. Honestly, it's a little unsettling, especially because most of the channel's viewers are from Singapore and are presumably less familiar with Canada than the average North American. I've written to the channel owner to ask them to issue a correction, and we'll add a pinned comment here if they do. Thanks for watching this video.